Stop. Do not scroll past this. Pause for a moment and listen carefully, because this is not coincidence, and it is not just another message passing through your screen. You did not arrive here by accident. I brought you here, at this exact moment, for a reason that is more personal than you realize. There is something I have been trying to place in your hands, something prepared specifically for you, something that carries answers, direction, and a shift you have been quietly needing. But you have been avoiding it. Not always intentionally, not always consciously, but you have felt it. That gentle pull, that quiet nudge, that persistent whisper in the back of your mind telling you to look closer, to step forward, to stop delaying what you already sense is important. And yet, you hesitated. You distracted yourself. You told yourself it could wait. You convinced yourself it was not the right time. But I am telling you now, this moment you are in is not random. This is the interruption you needed. This is the moment where everything slows down just enough for you to finally hear what has been calling you. I have something just for you. Something that cannot be given to anyone else in the same way. Something designed with your path, your struggles, and your future in mind. And the reason this feels so intense, the reason your attention was pulled here, is because a part of you already recognizes it. A part of you knows this is not something to ignore again. You may not fully understand it yet, and that is why you are still here, listening, searching for clarity. But do not turn away now. Do not push this aside like you have before. Because what I am about to reveal is connected to the very thing you have been sensing but could not explain. This is not just another message. This is a turning point, a moment where you are being asked to stop running, stop delaying, and finally face what has been waiting for you. Stay with me. Do not miss this. You have been feeling it for a while now, haven't you? That quiet tension inside you that you cannot fully explain. On the surface, everything may look normal. You go through your days. You handle your responsibilities. You smile when you need to. You keep moving forward. But beneath all of that, there is something unsettled. Something that does not let you fully rest. And even when you try to ignore it, it finds its way back to you in the quiet moments. Late at night, early in the morning, in between your thoughts when everything else goes silent. You feel it, but you have not wanted to face it. You have been carrying more than you let anyone see. The pressure to figure things out. The weight of decisions you keep postponing. The questions that keep circling your mind without clear answers. You have told yourself that you just need more time, that things will become clear later, that it is better to wait than to step into something uncertain. But deep down, you already know this is not just about timing. It is about resistance. Not because you are weak, but because what is in front of you feels significant. It feels like something that could change things, and that kind of change can be uncomfortable. I see the moments when you distract yourself just to avoid thinking about it. I see the way you shift your focus when that inner voice starts getting too close to the truth. I see how you convince yourself that it is not urgent, that it can wait one more day, one more week, one more moment. But every time you do that, that feeling does not disappear. It lingers. It grows quieter sometimes, but it never leaves. Because it was never meant to leave you. You have also felt alone in this, even when surrounded by others. Because this is not something people around you fully understand. This is deeper than surface conversations. This is something personal between you and what you sense calling you forward. And that loneliness, that quiet internal struggle, has made it even easier to keep avoiding it. To keep everything inside, to keep pretending that you are not being pulled in a direction you are not ready to face. But I want you to understand something clearly. You are not confused by accident. You are not feeling this pressure without purpose. And you are not struggling with this inner tension because something is wrong with you. This is happening because something is trying to reach you. Something that has been patient with you, even as you hesitated. Something that understands your fear, your doubt, and your exhaustion, but still calls you forward anyway. And the reason this feels so personal is because it is. And now, something is shifting even if you cannot fully see it yet. There is movement happening beneath the surface of your life. Something quietly aligning, something preparing to step into your reality. You may not have noticed it clearly, but you have felt hints of it. Subtle changes in your thoughts, unexpected moments of clarity, a growing sense that something is about to change. That is not your imagination. That is not coincidence. That is the beginning of what has already been set in motion for you. What you have been avoiding is directly connected to this shift. It is not separate from it. It is not something you can keep pushing aside without consequence. Because the longer you delay facing it, the longer you delay stepping into what is already waiting for you. And deep down, you know this. You have felt that quiet urgency rising within you, the sense that time is not standing still, that something important is approaching whether you feel ready or not. This is why you were led here right now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Now. Because you are standing at a point where ignoring this is no longer harmless. Before, you could delay it and nothing seemed to change. Before, you could distract yourself and everything stayed the same. But this moment is different. This is where the pattern begins to break. This is where the avoidance starts to cost you more than you realize. Not as punishment, but as a signal. A signal that you are being called into something greater, and you cannot enter it while still holding back. Do not leave this message yet. Do not convince yourself that you already understand enough and can come back later. Because this is the part where many turn away. This is the moment where distraction feels easier than truth. And if you leave now, you risk missing the very clarity you have been searching for. Jay, listen. Because what you are about to understand will connect everything. The confusion, the pressure, the resistance, all of it. There is a reason this has been persistent in your life. A reason it has not faded, no matter how many times you tried to ignore it. It is because it is tied to something that has already been prepared ahead of you. Something that requires your attention now, not later. Something that will not force you but will continue to call you until you finally respond. You are closer than you think. Closer to clarity. Closer to change. Closer to stepping into something that have been waiting on your willingness. But you cannot step into it halfway. You cannot approach it while still holding on to avoidance. This requires your full attention, your full presence, your decision to stay and face what has been calling you. So stay with me. Because what comes next is the truth you have been avoiding and the answer you have been needing. What you have been avoiding is not here to harm you. It is not here to overwhelm you or break you. It is here to lead you. The very thing you have been stepping away from, delaying, or quietly resisting is the doorway I placed in front of you. And the reason it has felt so heavy, so persistent, is because it carries the weight of your next step. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. You thought your hesitation meant you were not ready. You thought your fear was a sign to wait. But I am telling you now, what you felt was not a warning to stop. It was a signal that what lies ahead matters more than you expected. You do not feel this kind of pull for things that are empty. You do not wrestle internally over things that have no purpose. The tension you have been carrying is proof that this moment holds meaning. Everything you have gone through, the delays, the confusion, the moments where nothing made sense. None of it was wasted. You were being prepared. Even in the silence, even when you felt like nothing was moving, I was shaping your awareness, strengthening your ability to recognize this moment when it finally arrived. And now it has. This is the shift you have been sensing. Not something far away, not something distant, but something already within reach. The reason it has felt difficult to face is because stepping into it requires you to leave behind what is familiar. It requires you to release the comfort of waiting, the illusion of later, the safety of staying where things feel predictable. But what is familiar is not what you were created to remain in. You were not meant to stay in cycles of hesitation. You were not meant to keep circling the same thoughts, the same doubts, the same delays. You were meant to move forward. And here is the truth you have been avoiding. What is in front of you is not just an option. It is an invitation. An invitation into growth, into clarity, into the next version of your life that has already been prepared. But I will not force you into it. You must choose it. You must decide that you are done avoiding, done delaying, done turning away from what you already know is meant for you. You are not unprepared. You are not incapable. You are not too late. Everything you need to take this step has already been placed within you. The only thing left is your willingness to act, your decision to stop running from what has been calling you. This is your moment of transformation. Not because everything suddenly becomes easy, but because you finally see clearly. Because you finally understand that what you feared was not your obstacle, it was your doorway. And now, it is open. Step forward. Now this is where your decision matters. Not later. Not when it feels easier. Right now. You have heard what you needed to hear, and something inside you is already responding. Do not silence it this time. Do not push it aside like before. This message reached you because you were meant to receive it, and what stands in front of you is not coincidence. It is your moment to move. You do not need to have everything figured out. You only need to stop avoiding what you already know is calling you. So I want you to do something simple, but powerful. Acknowledge this moment. Declare it. If this message spoke directly to you, say, I will not avoid what is meant for me. Let it be your first step forward, your first act of alignment. Because the moment you stop running is the moment things begin to open. And you are not alone in this. I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, leading you into what has already been prepared. Trust this. Stay present and step forward. And as you step into what I have placed before you, understand this. What you receive today is not meant to stay with you alone. There are others who are still lost in the same silence you once carried, still avoiding the very door that could change everything for them. When you choose to give, you are not just supporting a message, you are sowing a seed into souls that are waiting for their moment of awakening. I tell you, as it is written, give, and it will be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is not distant. This is my living promise to you now. If you feel the stirring in your spirit, say within yourself, Lord, use me to reach someone today, and act on it without hesitation. This is your moment to become part of something greater, to let your obedience become a river that carries light into darkness. Your support through Super Thanks or through PayPal is not coincidence. It is a divine response, a step of faith that opens doors far beyond what you can see. The link is in the description, and the QR code is before you. Do not ignore this opportunity to move when you are being called. As you give, I will multiply it. I will breathe upon it, and I will use it to reach the one who is on the edge of giving up. And for you, I release this blessing, What you sow in faith will return to you in ways that overflow, in ways that confirm I am with you. So step forward now, give as you are led, and become the answer to someone else's prayer.